Today is the 10th anniversary of 911. And as usual, I know where it was and the whole 9 yards. I was working on a doctorate in education. I had my computer running, I had the TV running, I had the tape running, and I was typing some, plus I had the internet going. So I had a multitasking situation. And my attention was drawn to this. I don't think I saw it initially, but as the commentator, the anchor person said, and created the excitement and so on. When I looked up, I saw this thing, and I was not shocked or blown away and stuff. I just saying right away, it's like I don't know how this could happen, you know. And my impressions of all these situations at the same time, I really don't know what to think about the whole deal. Okay, I don't think, in my view, it's worthy of me going and putting my life on the line for that now. I mean, President Obama's come up with a good, thing. Let us remember and let us go in public service, and I think that's great to come up with that. But yeah, otherwise, whatever. But I have my personal 911 that I want to tell you about. Now, my response, of course, is different to Bush, and I think this is key. I mean, I saw something, an accounting of the costs and so forth, and that counting can't really compare, they can't be too accurate. No, I heard once where the wars over there after the 911s cost like 3 trillion. Now, I saw where in the same article it was 1.5 trillion directly related to it. I'm not sure how to go with that. But what they said though is that the cost to the 3,000 people that died and the buildings and the planes, all that, let me say it come up to 700 billion. Well, it's short to that 1.5 trillion that was spent, plus we lost some more Americans. I ain't go off on that anyway. I'm just trying to show that there's a cost on accounting. Plus, what they might not have been able to account for is the businesses that were closed up in that week that nothing was flying. I don't know if they could account for that. So let me tell you about my 911. First tower and the second tower. The first tower was when they decided to terminate my dependency with my daughter. And then the next tower attack is when they terminate my parental rights. And basically, it was unjustified. But just because being black and educated than them and got more sense than them in Florida, Jacksonville, decided to come at me and give me this kind of grief. But the Bush family, they have this strategy of hitting your head behind the wall, and then they're going to run out where the camera is. And when you come to respond, then they're going to show the whole world, see, look, I'm innocent and this man attacking me. I need to kill his arse. All right? In my case, they're trying that. They took my child, they do all this kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm not responding the way they want me to respond. Because you see, what they're going to do is that the big general guy can come in and say, we neutralize that threat. You see what I'm saying? Now, they put guns in my house. They said be writing threatening letters and to confess. They come at me all how. But you know what? I ain't going to take it on. Okay, I called the cops. He took the gun away, but there was no record in the station. They don't have it as having been called and taken a gun away from my place. All right. They take me to court. They're harassing me with all this stupid, lies they're coming up with, and they figure that what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the people at Department of Children Families or JAB or whatever, tell them, man, I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to blow up something, whatever. I'm not going to do that because I know that you have to count the cost. Yes, they took her away and etc. And one day we might see her again, or they might den up her life so much, maybe even kill her, that it has a complete loss. On the other hand, what can I do? I remember the Department of Children and Families sending to me correspondence with where she goes to medical care, where she lives, the name of the people that she's with, etc. And my girl was saying, let's go right now with that place. I'm not going there. That's what I want. They want you to go over there so they could charge me with something. Okay, and then we go over there. We go over there for to see the child play in the yard and then grab her and run. They'll charge you with kidnapping. They're going to put you in jail. They're going to shoot you. All kind of arse. You know what I mean? So, in my response, if I were the president, as a matter of fact, my response to 911 would have been very rational. Well, okay, we suspect it's coming from, Saddam Hussein or from the Taliban in Afghanistan, and my costs are $1 trillion. Okay, I just come in for my $1 trillion. Okay, I'm gonna take, the oil. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my $1 trillion. I'm done. I'm not gonna go off crazy. Well, you're gonna hear from me. I'm coming over there. That's what they expected me to do in Florida. I don't worry, y'all do me this. I'm gonna get with y'all soon. Okay. Even one day, I went by the Department of Children and Families, and while coming back, I saw the prosecuting. No, I didn't see. I pulled in the gas station to get me some gas, and the prosecutors in the gas station filling gas. But when I look around, I saw a U-Haul truck, and I'm seeing people milling around. I know they're military. I know they are the state police. They figured out that I'm going to attack the prosecutor or even have a conversation. I just closed back my tongue and I just left the gas station. Because you see, I wasn't born in America. I didn't grow up in America. I didn't watch them stupid show people watching, all them movies and all this crap. When you do that, man, they got you. See, they got you when you watch them stuff because you're gonna respond the way they expect you to respond, and then the way they know you're gonna respond. But when all my response is, I go to God and I tell God, you see all these people, they're powerful, they got the guns, they have the authority, they have the court, and you see what they're doing me? I leave everything in your hand. I ask you to take care of them, okay? I mean, they're disappointed. Damn, we can't get them to look another way. And this was classic. The police stopped me in Jacksonville. We had a defective light cracked or something like so the white light was showing out. You write me up a ticket. There's a fix-it ticket, man. Come and sign here. When I sign it and finish, he's gonna grab my penis and run to my left. No, I didn't know he had called backup, and backup was on the other side of my car, to the right side, a black guy. So when he run away from me like that to my right, he was making the opportunity the guy could shoot me in my arse without he getting hit if he missed or anything like that. But if I were an American, if I had born and grew up in America, I might have said, you hurt my dick, and go at him. See what I'm saying? And then they would shoot me because his camera on his car would have shown me attacking him. But it won't show where he grabbed my dick. You see what I'm saying? So my responses to my 911 have been so immaculate that this is why I'm alive today. This is why I'm not in jail or in a mental institution. Because them they have a classic way of putting you in a mental institution or putting you in jail by doing things in the quiet where nobody see, and then they wait and they're going right in front of the camera. So when you respond, they say, "Oh, look what this man did," and they have all the moral justification. They think to do you what they want, but you see, God is the one who judges, and He knows exactly everything about 911. He knows what the Bush them be doing me in Florida. They know what they did me everywhere I go, and He's going to take care of that. I think though that big important people need to have some good religion. They need to know how religion works, because in the past they were more powerful nations than anybody today. Bigger than Germany, bigger than Russia, bigger than the Soviet Union. Man, they had Babylon. Babylon, way back then, they controlled the then known world. Nobody today controls the whole world. Okay? And the other nations around were so inferior that they assured themselves that they're going to be around forever. But you know what? The day came when they abused people so much and they overdid it. And then the enemy just walked straight into the big house where the man lived. He had a party with his big shot friends, grab his butt, handcuff him, and take him away to their country. Because you see what God had judged them then on the wall in the party, and it caused a consternation. It was written, "Mene, mene, tekel, upharsin," and it was interpreted to be, "Your weight in the balances, you're found wanting, and right now, the enemy has already conquered you, man. Just submit and go." That's it. So today, this 911, all I can do is remember my personal 911s. I mean, I sympathize and I empathize and I do all the stuff with the national New York 911, okay? I mean, I'm not going to go, shouting nothing or nothing, contradicting nothing. I'm saying that I'm still trying to figure out like what really happened, and I'm waiting until I get to heaven for God show me exactly what happened, okay? But for my personal experiences in my 911s, I know what happened, and I know what was expected to happen. For me to respond, okay, and my response going to cost me more than their response. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be rational. Whatever somebody do you, just count the cost. Okay, they just took 5 cents from me. Forget respect, forget my rights, forget all that. See, all the peace and love, bro, it's just 5 cents. You go after him, you get arrested, you got to get an attorney. That's 10 grand. They give you some time in jail. They put you on probation. They always checking you down and searching. You know what I mean? So you gotta check the cost, man. And I'm not suggesting nothing to the government. All I'm saying that for me and my 911s, this is my response. I don't know. It's cool, man. You do what you feel you need to do. I'm dealing with my 911 the way I think that is amicable and it is exemplary. And I hope that one day I'll be able to be justified and get a satisfaction that all these people that knock up my two towers, that they're going to be brought to justice, and even if not on earth but in heaven, and I'm going to be satisfied to see them get the punishment right then. But now I'm just going to be happy